And welcome in again. Hope you're having a great week, getting ready for the next game. And we got news, all kinds of news. I'm going to tell you about this hoodie as well. I'll show you. I'll step off in a second. You'll see it. It's another piece of WREXHAM swag. If you want to know where I got it, email FIFASCUP@gmail.com. The link is down below. And I'll give you the information on how cheap and how nice this is. We'll get to this in a minute. But what we're going to get to today, the league story, the stats, the streaks, the dangerman, the schedule. We'll talk about the prediction. We're also going to talk about club news. Hang around for the club news. Also, great pictures. I've got a great picture coming. I want you to start sending in your pictures from the games. Every time you go to a WREXHAM game, send me a picture, please. I beg of you. And I'll also give you the nod. If it comes in from, let's say Stevie Glover sends me a picture from the racecourse ground, Mr. Johnstown, I will put your picture up there, Stevie, and that goes for anybody in the crowd, home or away. If you've got a picture with WREXHAM on the road or WREXHAM at the racecourse ground, send it in, and I'll put it up here, and you'll be able to see your picture. And like I say, I'll give you the nod. Also, we're going to talk about the Baby Dragon giveaway winner, Adrian. That's coming up towards the end. So let's get into this right now by looking at another piece of swag. WREXHAM hoodie. Take a look at this. And we got Wales on there as well, yeah? I mean, it's a Welsh club. It should have Wales on there, but a beautiful dragon. Have a look at that dragon. Look at that dragon. Beautiful dragon, eh? Ain't that nice? So, let's get into the show. Going off screen right now, but coming off screen, back on screen towards the end. Enjoy these stats. You're going to love them. So, taking a look at League Two as she stands, Stockport County on top, looking damn good. 6 points in front of anybody else. Mansfield tucking in second. Notts County sitting in third. WREXHAM fourth. And WREXHAM looking pretty good right now. Next up for the WREXHAM, it's Morecambe at the racecourse ground. I'm looking for a big game here. Might be very tight. Might be very tight, but wait for my prediction and wait for some of the stats coming through right now, because I tell you what, this really does tell a story where we're going with this. 2 points I want to hoist in before we move along. Mansfield Town sitting second, 17 games in the season, unbeaten so far. Only given up 13 goals all season. That's incredible. But Nigel Clough is a decent coach, yeah? And I think, personally, Nigel Clough is at his strongest coaching in either League One or League Two. He just seems to know how to get it done. Moving along to your hot shots, Elliot Lee, 10 goals on the season, looking damn good for WREXHAM. Let's take a look at some of the Morecambe stats right now. Looking at the stats, you can see the graph below of how miserable we started. But since about game 5, WREXHAM has really brought some amazing form with 8 wins in the process, putting them up to 4th right now. But you can see we've been in 3rd, we've been in 3rd, we've been in 2nd, now we're 4th. We were 4th before, we were 5th before. In the top 10 for quite some time. That's got to resonate. That's got to tell you something. Take a look at something else as well as we move through the stats. 2 unbeaten streaks. We had a 7-game streak, 4 wins, 3 draws, and an 8-game streak, 5 wins, 3 draws that came to an end last weekend, 2-0 at Accrington Stanley. And I have to say, Paulie Marlin was very unlucky not to have made it a 2-2 game, hit the bar in the first, misses the penalty. Very unlucky on the penalty. But 2-2 is what it should have been. Never mind, you can't win them all. Losses on the season, the first game of the season, as you can see, and then Stockport County, and then Accrington Stanley as well. Things are looking good. Take a look at more stats from Morecambe. Top scorers, as you can see, top left. Look at your assist kings, conceded as well. And take a look at the first team to score. Very interesting down below. 63% of the time, they're the first team to score. At home, it's 50%. Away, it's 50-50. Failed to score, you can see that too. Failed to score in 13% of home games, 38% of away games. Highest scored in a match, 4 goals. 4 goals at home, 3 goals away. And penalties won. They've won 1 in 8 on the road, 2 in 8 at home. Let's take a look at the schedule. November has gone pretty decently, not as good as October. Obviously, Phil Parkinson getting coach of the league for October. But this month, not so bad. 2 games in the cup to kick it off. The green games are the cup games. Red is the league, as you know. We went 3 games, bang, 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 with wins, and then Accrington takes us out last weekend 2-0. But Morecambe's coming up now at the racecourse ground, and after that, it's Harrogate on the road. I tell you, Morecambe. Get ready for Morecambe. 8, 3, and 5. Let's get back on screen. So, talking about the game this weekend, let's start with the prediction. This is what I think we're going to look at for this weekend's game at the Racecourse Ground against Morecambe. Also, as we move along, we've got to say the last couple of weeks we were hammered with subscribers, people, new members, yeah? And this is what we love. This is what we're building for. And you know, guys, I do two main things, yeah? I follow the WREXHAM and I also follow Canada. Obviously, I live in Canada, yeah? So those are the two things I follow. But from the WREXHAM fans and from people all around the world, we get people subscribing and joining the family each week. Take a look at the latest, newest members. And I tell you, there's a load more coming in the next show. I can't fit you all on that one picture, but there's more coming next week. Take a look at this week's members and welcome them in, guys, down below. Let's share some love. Take a look. Next piece of news I want to talk about is WREXHAM AFC club news, and it's regarding apparel, shirts, shorts, scarves, anything, because the store seems to be running out because it's so popular. Now, if you're an online fan, WREXHAM Worldwide, or indeed if you're a local fan to WREXHAM, just like Stevie Glover, then I tell you this much. If you needed a shirt, get into the shop right now and get it now. Don't wait, because they've loaded up the store and they've loaded the online store too with merch. And shirts are what we need, yeah? So take a look at the next picture, because I tell you what, the shirts are coming online and they're coming for Christmas. So if you needed a shirt for Christmas, well, luck is hit your side, because, like I say, order now online. Order now. I'm telling you now, if you want a red shirt, get into it now. If you waste any time, they'll sell out again. So get your orders in ASAP bloody P, yeah? I want everybody to get a shirt. If you want a shirt, now's the time, guys. Get in touch with the WREXHAM online shop. And if you're down there local, get into the shop and just empty the place so they can get more sales, yeah? But I tell you, it's happening. Now, get into it. Place your order today. Don't wait. Now, that picture in behind me, that was a couple of games ago, and I was really, really impressed with that picture. That picture just has so much character, yeah? The Red Dragons coming out to play. Beautiful colours, fans in the background, and that was a Remembrance style game, yeah? Recently with the Remembrance Day parades, etc. That is a striking picture. What I say to you, like I said earlier, if you're in the crowd at Racecourse Ground, I want to see some of your pictures. I don't need to see the pictures that are coming in online. I want to see real fan pictures. So get your pictures in to Ultimate Soccer, FIFASCUP@gmail.com. The link will be down below. But get your pictures in, because you can bring pictures that the press can't. You're in the crowd. You're in the moment. Well, let's share the moment with other WREXHAM fans. Let's get other WREXHAM fans into this. Show them what you see. What you see, we're going to show the rest of this family, yeah? So, like I say, great pictures. I love great pictures. I'm sure you do too. If you've got a great picture, put it in. Put it in and let us know all about it, because I tell you, I like looking at pictures. I've got pictures all over this studio. All of them. I'm going to show you a few as we roll through. But like I say, if you got a picture, send it in. Guys, I tell you what, that's all I've got time for this weekend. I'm loving League Two. I'm happy where we are. I'm thinking we're going to be pretty much in a 1 or 2 situation, second or third spot in the next few weeks, and then we have to hold on to it. But again, we don't need to own first, second, or third too early. Make the charge in the final half of the season, yeah? We found our feet pretty well so far, and we've had a few ups and downs. We've had a couple of losses in the league too, yeah? 3 to be precise. But we found our feet. And from the National League to this league, there is a step up. And we've stepped up, and we've acquired players. We will acquire more players. Looking for January. It's not that far away. I know they're looking at people. Do you? We'll tell you when they get them. But I'm saying this is a perfect slot for us to be in right now. There's no need to chase it, because the form that we've built is going to get better and better and better. And if I was to predict, I would love to say we're going to win the league, but I think our place right now, with the form of ourselves and other teams around us, I think it's a true sense that we're either going to be second or third right now. If we get first, it's because Stockport fall by the wayside. And that electric form with Stockport, can that continue all season? I don't think it can, but I do say Stockport look like they're a top 3 team. That's what I'm saying. Guys, enjoy the game. Drop your comments down below, and let's get into another big game this weekend. And Adrian, before we leave off, is the winner of the Baby Dragon from the last competition. Adrian from Bellingham in Washington wins the latest Dragon. That's a Baby Dragon. And obviously the 2 Dragon winners prior to that. Terry down in Fredonia, Arizona. And Stevie G down in Johnstown, WREXHAM. And that is so close to the stadium. You could touch it. Couldn't you, Steve? Okay, guys, into the game. Tell us what you think. We'll be back next week for another pre-game, but we're getting closer to going live for the WREXHAM games as we move into the future, and other competitions too, like recently with the international game. So guys, get ready for it. It's going to be massive. I'm looking for the 3-1 win. Tell us what you're predicting and get your pictures into this show ASAP when you go to the racecourse ground or when you go on the road too. Cheers.